Let me talk to you. Here we go. It is week 7, and it is time for some delicious, juicy matchup previews. And we're going to kick it off with Best Friends Bowl, part 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. My matchup with Jason. And, I got to say, Jason's got a pretty tough squad this week. Lamar Jackson, great matchup at home against Detroit. Brandon Ayuk at Minnesota Monday night should smash. I look at Waller as a potential smash matchup with Washington, as is Saquon Barkley. Kareem Hunt kind of looks like he's taken over in Cleveland. Good matchup with Indy. Brian Robinson, great matchup with the Giants. My bold prediction here is Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is going for 90 yards and a score in this matchup. And, as far as my guys go, there's not much to talk about. I mean, I got some tough matchups this week. Herbert at Kansas City's tough. Diggs at New England, not good. ETN tonight at New Orleans. Hawkinson against the Niners. Jonathan Taylor against Cleveland. It's ugly for me this week. So I'm going to have to say that Jason gets off the schneid here. He's going to get his first win of the season. He's going to beat me this week. Jason, you get the dub. Now, we got the full Monty. You think everybody's going to buy that? The Jason's going to get the dub, or no, nobody's going to buy that? Okay, well, I'm trying to be a nice guy here. I think that, obviously, Jason's going to get curb stomped. You guys all know that. I'm just trying to put a positive spin on it for you. But, so, Jason, good luck to you, buddy. Now, Jared versus Tony Jr. Interesting matchup here. Jared's 2 starting running backs, both dealing with hammy issues. Both guys I traded to Jared. You could maybe say I don't like having guys that have hamstring issues. That kind of tends to limit your ability to play running back and stuff. But I do think Aaron Jones back on the field this week. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is back on the field this week. Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley, both against a tough New Orleans defense. Not ideal, but Jared doesn't really have another choice. He can't play Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's just not even seeing the field. There's really nothing else he can do unless he was to move Kirk or Ridley for a different wideout before the game tonight. Good luck to you. Tua and Tyreek in a deceptively great matchup at Philly. Philly is a pass funnel. They don't do well against the pass. I think Tyreek shreds them up. But looking at Allen at New England, where he has absolutely owned Belichick over the years, I'm going to say Josh Allen has a big one. But for bold prediction, I got to go with Puka Nacua. I think Puka Nacua is going to $150 and 2 touchdowns against Pitt this week. He's a smash wide receiver, one play. Who's going to win this matchup? Man, I guess somebody's got to win. I'm going to give the nod to Jared because Tony has no running backs this week. He's starting Zach Evans, who we don't even know if he's going to be the guy. He's starting Jaylen Warren, who we know is not the guy. Not great. Tough to win without running backs. Tony loses to Jared. Now, Max Peacocking versus Hurts Real Bad. Joe favored for the first time all year, I think. Holy crap. I look at this. I see some great matchups for Joe. Jalen Hurts at home against Miami. That has shootout written all over it. Devontae Adams against the Bears. He has quite a history of destroying the Chicago Bears, and I don't think that changes this week. I think DK Metcalf is in a fantastic spot against a Cardinals team that he usually bitch slaps. Jerome Ford, he's in a committee with Kareem Hunt, but it's a great matchup. It just comes down to who gets the touchdown because there's going to be touchdowns on the ground. They might both get in, but, it comes down to the touchdowns there. Deonta Foreman, keep an eye on that. It depends. If Roschon Johnson's back, Deonta Foreman is downright droppable in fantasy. If he's not back, he's a flex wide receiver 3 type of play. Travis Kelce smash spot against the Chargers. And, that's about it from Joe's side of things. Now, on Steve's side of things, he is starting literally the worst quarterback in the entire NFL, Jordan Love. We haven't seen a completion percentage this low since Tim Tebow, and that is not an exaggeration. Jordan Love is as bad as Tim Tebow at getting the football to his players. Absolutely not playable. I don't care if he's playing Denver. You're getting a ceiling of 15 fantasy points. Jordan Love is a pile of dog shit. And I'm here for it as a Bears fan. It's about time the Packers had some shitty QB play. I'm all for it. Jalen Waddle is going to explode one of these days. When is that going to be? I don't know. Am I just saying that so Steve doesn't trade him and he keeps him on his team and he continues to suck because he's not a part of the offense? Maybe, but we'll see. I think maybe if he's going to explode, this will be the week. If he doesn't explode against Philly in a pass funnel matchup, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Jalen Waddle has been dog water all year long. I don't know. Not a fan. Amon-Ra St. Brown, tough matchup at Baltimore, but it's Amon-Ra. He's going to eat. Jordan Addison's not doing shit against the Niners. We all know that. Eckler, tough matchup against Kansas City. Tyler Algier is absolutely not a playable option, especially at Tampa Bay. And Sam Laporta is still dealing with an injury. And I guess Steve decided to dust off the ghost of Michael Thomas to throw in his flex for a Thursday night game. You do you, homeboy. So bold prediction here. I'm going to say that the Chiefs hold Austin Eckler to less than 10 fantasy points. And he's way over projected at 14.5. So Eckler's going to struggle. Very tough matchup. En route to Joe winning this matchup by 20 or more. Joe is going to destroy Steve. The downward spiral has started. He can't even get through Joe. Joe is going to bitch slap Steve. This is going to be a total beatdown. Biggest beatdown of the week, Joe over Steve. Now, we got Trey, who doesn't check his lineup until like 5 minutes before 1 o'clock, and any given week might just completely quit on the league. Trey's been he's in second place somehow, and you guys should all be ashamed of yourselves. This guy's not even playing. Trey is a huge disappointment to the league thus far. He's not in the chat. He's not sending out trade offers. He's not responding to trade offers. He's not making roster moves. I guess we'll just get through with Trey. But this week he's playing you getting Mahomes schooled. And here's my bold prediction. This is the get right spot for Mahomes. Mahomes to Rashee Rice they're gonna connect for a touchdown. That stack is getting into the end zone this week. Mark Andrews, good spot against Detroit. Ramondre Stevenson, I think the rest of his season looks bright. I understand if you guys don't. I like Ramondre rest of season, and I think he gets cooking this week against a very deceptively bad Buffalo run D. So what's the bold prediction here? I'm going to go bold and say Trey sets his lineup on Saturday this week instead of Sunday. Probably not, though. So hopefully Trey actually sets his team. We'll see how it goes. But Senior's going to get the dub. Mahomes to Rashee Rice. Trey not really paying attention. I'm going to go with Senior getting the dub here. Now, we go to our other newbie, Brad, who actually was in the league for a long time. And Brad's doing a very good job, except for he has no running back depth. None. Absolutely zero. So, kind of an interesting strategy when your entire team revolves on Christian McCaffrey staying healthy. And he stayed healthy for 2 years of a 6 or 7 year career. I don't know what the thought process is there, but again, you do you. Terry McLaurin, great spot against the Giants. I actually really like Amari Cooper at Indy if Watson plays. If PJ Walker plays, I don't love it. Alvin Kamara, I've said this time and time again, the Saints are trying so hard to feature him as a stud weapon, and he just doesn't have it. Kamara is washed. He has no explosiveness to his game. They're force feeding him a shit ton of touches, but I think that changes. He's sub 4 yards a carry. You got Jamal Williams coming back, Kendre Miller coming on, and there's always Taysom Hill lurking. I don't expect them to continue to feature a bad running back like Kamara for 20 plus touches every week. And I think that might start tonight with Jamal Williams back. Drake London's a stud, guys. He's just good at football. Even on a shitty Falcons team, Drake London's coming on strong. Love Drake London. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go bold prediction here. Drake London, 2 touchdowns this week at Tampa Bay. Philadelphia, absolutely not playable on defense against Miami. That is the worst defensive play of the week. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I look at Reese's team, Cup Check here, and he's got a great streaming quarterback option in Brock Purdy. I don't even know where you found that guy. I thought he was already on a team, and some guy that had him was talking about how he's super mega platinum elite. Now, all of a sudden, I look up and he's on your roster and you got him for free. You didn't even have to trade for him. He was just sitting out there. Holy crap. Great pickup. I think he smashes Monday night against Minnesota. Cooper Kupp, especially with McCaffrey banged up. By the way, if McCaffrey misses this game, this matchup's over already. Brad desperately needs McCaffrey to play. Even though he has Elijah Mitchell to plug in, gross, dude. Come on. Elijah Mitchell sucks. It might even be the Jordan Mason show in the backfield, but at the very least, it's going to be a committee. Raheem Mostert must start every week. Doesn't matter what the matchup is. This guy's a smash play. He's going to dominate. Isaiah Pacheco, great matchup. Bijan Robinson, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm as frustrated as you are. I don't know why Arthur Smith keeps drafting these offensive weapons only to misuse them. Screw the Falcons. They're one of my most hated teams in the NFL at this point. Use your studs, you assholes. Now I look at Cleveland's D, fantastic at Indy, great matchup, but is this the week that Jonathan Taylor pops off? We shall see. Cooper Kupp, of course, is going to dominate. So I look at this one as if McCaffrey plays, flip a coin. If McCaffrey sits, Reese by a mile. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to give the nod to Reese this week because I think McCaffrey's banged up, and I don't think they need him to beat a tanking Vikings team. So there you go, guys. There's your matchup previews, and I will see you next week after I unfortunately have to destroy Jason this week. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, even Jason, this week. I hope you have a surprising showing. And I hope you get the dub. You won't, but I hope you do. Goodbye.